Are you on 2 or 3?
Testing.
I can hear you.
All right.
Welcome back to the live stream here, and good evening from Evangel University as we are getting ready for another gold ball matchup here. This one between the Anderson Suns and the Columbus Hawks, both hailing from the state of Indiana. This is for a gold ball, boys 18U, Class 3A. We should be in for a good one. It's Josh Jenkins alongside Rob Flatt. These teams did face each other one time in their regular season. And in that game, it was the Hawks who won, but this could go either way. Suns in the blue uniforms, Hawks wearing the yellow uniforms. Kick out 3 for the first shot of the game, no good. Rebound, Zachary Graves, and Greenleaf passes it up to the corner. A quick 3. No good.
It seems like just from watching the scores throughout the week that the Columbus Hawks are, their style is a little bit more heavy on the offense. So it'll be very interesting to see who kind of imposes their will here.
Foul on Isaac Rieger.
I believe Columbus will look to play a fast pace and get a lot of good shots up. And it'll be interesting if Anderson can slow that down or if they end up playing at that pace themselves.
Hawks looking for their first bucket of the game. Nice drive into the lane. It's Caden Greenleaf for 2.
That is a name I have heard quite a bit over the last few years. The Greenlee name and Caden. That was a very nice drive and made it look easy.
Trying to work it down low, and the ball's deflected out of bounds. Remains the possession of the Suns here. They're still looking for their first bucket of the game. It has been an exciting day of games here, both at Evangel and Drury and all the other locations as well. McLeod with it up top. Long tries to get in the paint. He does. A little fadeaway off the glass and in. Bennett Long.
That was a nice bucket. Used the glass there, it looked like.
And yeah, a little fadeaway, kind of Dirk style. That shot off the back of the iron.
Probably not a new observation that for those that have watched these teams before, but Caden Greenlee has some hops. He really just taking a jump shot. He elevated it very nicely, missed the jump shot, but clearly got to where he wanted and had an uncontested look.
Some real good athletes in this tournament. I mean, any game you want to watch is Greenlee's 3 is just off the front of the iron. Offensive board, he gets it back. Another 3 this time from Farnsley, no good.
Farnsley, I believe, earlier this week had 9 3-pointers and said if he gets to 9 again, he will get that 10th. It's not the first time he's got to 9.
Mid-range jumper, swishy smooth from Bennett Long.
I believe he hit 8 first-half threes earlier just from
first-half threes.
From watching their social media. They have a great social media account, the Columbus Hawks, and they did an interview with him after and happened to get the chance to see that actually last night.
Oh, a little miscommunication by the Hawks, but they recover and then turn it over out of bounds.
That ball had a little extra zip on it.
Get the adrenaline pumping in these gold ball games. We work all year to come and play to take home some of the hardware as Greenlee steals it. He goes coast to coast here with contact, gets it to go.
It's like he had Inspector Gadget hands there, just reached out, grabbed that ball, and then turned it into another bucket for him. 4 points quickly for Caden Greenlee.
So it's Greenlee and Bennett Long, the two scores for both sides, making it 4-4. Strong move to the basket, Clark Emley.
You know, when your bigs put the ball on the floor, you want to see them go somewhere, and boy, did he. He made use of that attack, made that look easy.
Great side, little shot fake, dribble in, pass to the opposite wing for three. Nice shot, Nathan Farnsley gets that one to go.
8 first half threes the other day, 1 right off the bat here, and he is looking like a smooth shooter. Anderson cannot give that up all night.
Oh, another beautiful mid-range jumper from Bennett Long. That's his shot right there.
He is having a game, at least so far.
6 early points here for Anderson as Greenlee again splits the lane.
That speed. He is.
Farnsley knocks down another three. He's heating up.
2. The Hawks fans know exactly what to do when he shoots.
This has been an energetic fan base on both sides so far. Not so unfamiliar foes. Corner 3. That one rattles around and out. Greenlee pushes ahead.
It's a good decision there.
Little step over dribble. Knocks it down.
I see a Steph Curry shirt behind the Columbus Hawks bench, and clearly he is an inspiration to this three-point shooting team.
Who is he not an inspiration to at this point? Under 3 to go in the first quarter. Open man in the corner, it's Jack Adams. His 3 no good. Excuse me, that was Jacob Looper with the missed shot.
Looked like a 50-50 call there. Decisive call by the referee. We've seen a couple times today that the 50-50 call might go one way, but a lot of times that's the next 50-50 call swings.
Looper gets the inbound pass, hands it off to Bennett. Looking for help here. Top the key, thought about it, dribbles in. Oh, good move, little hesitation with the floater. Clark Emley, his second bucket of the quarter.
He has been very impressive around that basket there. Tough to guard. It doesn't look like Columbus has the size to be able to contest his shots. Looked like a piece there. It looked like 45 got a piece of that.
And then that ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, that was Kai McLeod with the tipped shot there. Great athleticism.
He closed out so
to
hard.
To be able to get there on a three-point shot with the arc involved in the shot is great athletic ability.
I think the only way we knew he got a piece of it is when the ball you could just lost just a little bit in its air.
Offensive rebound goes to Long. He knocks down a three-pointer. His 9th point of the quarter.
Yeah, he's putting together a special game here. And Farnsley,
he
three
gets it to go.
9 points for Farnsley.
9 points on 3 threes. It's a 16-3 lead for the Hawks. Long gets in the paint, little floater, good touch. He is filling up the scoring sheet in this first quarter. Greenlee sets up the offense, swings it to Farnsley. He puts up another one just off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, and lays it in for 2.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Long brings it up now for the Suns. We're under a minute to go in this first quarter. And I am joined now in the booth by Jeff Cannon as that three-pointer will let's see, are they going to count this three-pointer? That was Looper who made the shot. The basket counts.
Wow, I walked into a close one here.
You did. It has been a barn burner in the opening few minutes here. Three-point shooting just falling out of the sky.
That's awesome.
Between
we just had a tight one across the street. Our Dash Spartans won the D2 gold ball, so it ran a little later than I thought it would, but glad to be here.
Reasonable excuse, I would venture to say, as Greenlee here with about 35 seconds out to Farnsley. History is rejected by McLeod.
That is...
Can't do anything but smile about that one.
That was a great closeout and a very quick.
Greenlee, little move to get in the paint. Hop step, kicks back out to Farnsley, who's opened the top of the key. Can't get that one to go.
Boy, as soon as I get here, they go cold, huh?
Yeah, maybe you should stand back up or something.
Yeah. Here's another one.
It's long this time, cold. 15 seconds in the quarter, all knotted at 18. Greenlee, spin move in the paint, puts up the shot.
Oh.
Rolls around the rim and out.
That is
5
tough.
seconds. It's long to McLeod. 1 second. Got to get it up. He does. Just short, so very fitting. 18-18 after one period. We will take a timeout with them and be right back for the second quarter. Welcome back to the live stream here. We are getting ready to start the second quarter. Anderson Suns, Indiana Hawks. Both of these teams, as we mentioned at the start of the broadcast, are from Indiana. They played once in the regular season. The Hawks won that matchup, but they have both beaten and lost to Mutual, so this could go either way, as you can tell by the score. Great offensive performances so far.
Oh, good vision, but just not any position there for him. Interesting that if both these teams know how good of a shooters they are as a travel there, that that they're both playing a 2-3 zone. At least I think that's what I saw initially, is that they seem to be okay allowing, from a defensive standpoint, for these guys to shoot when both these teams shoot so well.
Little give and take here. You let me shoot, I'll let you shoot.
Yeah, I mean, and there's not much, there's a little bit of high pressure here, but not a ton. Good backdoor.
Can't quite handle that pass to finish the
that's
shot.
going to be wide open.
Long's three is short, or Looper, excuse me.
Oh, way to save it there.
Back to Looper for the mid-range jumper.
Wow, that was a great save by McLeod. He just dove out of bounds, levitated, and threw it back to his teammate.
Wide open in the corner. Gets it to go, Isaiah Perkins.
Yeah, it was a very, very confusing choice of defense, I would say, unless this is just their bread and butter and they believe this is their best chance to be able to cover help side. I've had teams in the past that struggled with a man defense, certainly on the help side. And
good.
They were better with the zone. Good block. Oh, they're going to call a foul there.
That'll be on Peyton Dukes. Yeah, it looked like a good block from our angle.
My favorite ref in the tournament year after year is the guy that's holding the ball right now. He is, I think, I would say MVP of reffing year after year here at Nationals. He gave me the best advice ever in a championship game. He called us and the captains over and said, I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. He goes, I'll make a deal with you guys right now. You don't complain about my mistakes. I won't complain when you miss a layup. And really put it in perspective. I thought, man, that's the greatest line. That was probably 10 years ago, and I've never forgotten it.
He is the best of the best here in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a good crew here. We've seen these the other two quite a bit this week as well.
Perkins with it up top, swings it around, little guard.
Yeah.
Pass around action here. Farnsley wide open. How'd they leave him wide open? But he missed it.
I mean,
it's that zone you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a little bit of matchup here by Anderson, but it's still not enough, and the recovery is never going to be good in his zone. And you just can't leave Farnsley open that long.
Oh, lots of traffic down the lane and a foul.
We're seeing the difference here. Anderson much more willing, it seems like, to go inside, certainly out of an offensive set. Seems like Columbus, the only time we're seeing them go in is off of a fast break. They seem to be more content to play the perimeter game, but I think whichever team figures out a way to consistently get inside the paint and in the soft part of the zone will be the most successful, because when you live and die by the three, it is going to be you're going to live and die by streaks, and you got to hope that your streaks are longer than the opponents, especially when both teams are playing the three-point game. But right now, I give a little bit of edge to Anderson because they are willing to go inside. But it's only a 2-point lead.
So here we go, Hawk ball. Emily was 1 for 2 on the free throws. Greenlee drives in the paint. Oh, what a move on the pass fake.
Like on cue, they said, yeah, we got to go inside. Great job there.
Greenlee has got just a turbo boost there when he wants to turn it on and drive in the lane. He is quite an athlete. He can jump.
Oh, that's a beautiful paint three right there. Little short, but what a follow.
Follows his shot.
Good
Jacob
for Looper. That's I see so many guys, they're already posing and they're ready to do their little, whatever the three-point signal. Meanwhile, if it doesn't go in, someone else is getting the rebound and a lot of times a fast break. So good for him to follow that shot.
Farnsley's three, no good. It was a good look.
There's a little bit of a cold streak with Farnsley now. He's missed his last three, I think.
McLeod with it, working it in the paint.
Yep.
Nice pass to the corner, swings it around.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of dribbling into that soft zone and even passing into that soft zone.
Oh,
beautiful
nice jump shot. Kai McLeod.
Great 2-point shot from the elbow there.
Anderson has several of those top of the key elbow-ish two-shot jumpers. They seem to be able to like those shots and knock them down, which you don't see all that often as Greenlee takes the three as it rolls in.
Yeah, so Anderson's in a matchup zone, which shades somewhat of a man defense. But the problem with a matchup against a three-point shooting team is you can't close out quick enough because nobody has a designated assignment. And in this type of a game, I think if you really want to be the most successful is man on, no switches.
Greenlee just with speed, but can't convert. It's going to be a foul on the Hawks here after that missed shot. I believe that was on Isaiah Perkins.
Yeah, a little bit too much extracurricular there after the rebound. And that's just a foolish mistake because you're not going to wrestle that rebound away from McLeod.
4 minutes to go in the first half. We've got a close one here for this gold ball. Division III for these 18U boys. Oh, what a move again by Clark Emily. Yeah. He's got some great moves in the paint.
Yeah, I think the advantage in terms of both size and willingness to go inside still stays with Anderson. There's a good. Wow, you're just not going to be able to do. They got a foul. We'll see who that's on. Yeah, they're going to get that on Emily because McLeod's was clean. Emily had a little bit of body coming off the backside, and that's what he called.
So Caden Greenlee will shoot 2 free throws here.
Got to make those. This game could very well come down to free throws if it stays this tight. There you go.
And 1 for 2. Back to a 2-point game here. 3:30 to go in the second quarter. One of these teams will take a goal ball back to Indiana. Emily thought about the 3, drives instead.
Good
now
kick. The drive and kick is just...
Oh, my. Hit it long for 3.
Just gives you a perfect angle. It's a straight line pass to a guy that's already set in motion to shoot it, and it's the highest percentage 3-point there is that corner paint 3. McLeod is just doing it all underneath the basket defensively.
McLeod, yeah, he is such a glue piece to this team. Rebounding, shot blocking, facilitating.
Oh, for a second it looked like that Graves wasn't going to see it, and then at the last second just reached out his hand and got it. You'll get him on the floor here, 25. Bennett Long. No, sorry. Yes.
Hawks swinging around the guards here. Greenlee gets in the paint again, tripped up, but holds on to it.
Man.
Able to recover there. That was a close one.
He plays a lot like Dodson did last night for...
Good comparison.
Yeah.
Now Greenlee into the paint.
Another block. McLeod is just a force inside. This is part of why they're probably content to play that zone, because he can just park it in the middle and just swallow up everything that comes into his way. They're going to give up some on the 3-point perimeter, but I think they figure it's a good trade-off with McLeod not having an assignment.
Bennett Long, a pull-up 3.
That's a kind of a,
Oh, and Emily's down there to clean it up.
I was about to say that was a kind of a give-up possession, but Emily made it work.
Just when you've got Clark Emily down there, he can clean up some messes. 34-27, largest lead of the game here for Anderson. Minute 40 in the first half here. 30-second timeout.
Lapeer Lakers, that's who Dodson played for.
Correct.
Yeah, both of them very, very similar. Kind of not huge size, but very confident with the ball and very willing to aggressively drive the lane. And that is going to bode well for this team.
Bennett Long, the leading scorer in this one so far, with 16 points for Anderson. Greenlee's got 13. And Farnsley with 11 for the Hawks. It's been mainly those two guys offensively for the Hawks, with an additional 3 from Perkins.
Yeah, Farnsley has been somewhat neutralized this quarter, and as a result, it has allowed the Suns to build a 7-point lead here. Still content to kind of move that ball around the perimeter. But I do like the patience, looking for the right one. They're not giving up, but that was really a dangerous pass.
Oh, and a traveling violation. Tough one.
He was just so deep that there really wasn't. I was actually surprised he didn't step out of bounds before that. And I could see the ref eyeing the ground more than anything else to see, because I think he expected it as well.
Clark cuts across the paint, gets his defender in the air.
Emily waited for the defender to go by, then had a wide open, uncontested layup. Yeah, Anderson's starting to take control here on both sides, offensively and defensively. I do think we're going to have to see some adjustments by Columbus, both offensively and defensively.
40 seconds now. Farnsley looking for somewhere. Indecision on that pass.
I think if there wasn't only 36 seconds here, I think we'd see a timeout by the Hawks, but they know that Anderson's going to just hold this for the last shot. And they'll make adjustments, hoping to be down only 9. But
working it inside, McLeod. And now the ball gets to Emily, and he puts it in. They didn't wait very long there.
They did not. They said, let's go. That's confidence.
Now they've got an 11-point lead here with 15 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, maybe their thought is, let's get a dagger.
Yeah.
They have not been successful their last 4 or 5 trips down the court.
Greenlee in the paint. Nice hesitation move off the glass.
That's a great move. Oh, and a steal. And a foul. He's going to get to shoot 2 as clock expires, and this could be a 5-point play.
So that is a huge boost there, at least mentally, for the Hawks to cut it back to at least single digits.
Yep. Actually, he missed that, I guess, so it's a 4-point play.
Correct. So he'll get 2 shots.
They're going to put .6 back on, so that's why the players are going back to the line, whereas normally he would just shoot on his own. But this really only benefits the Hawks if they can somehow get an offensive board off of a miss. They could get a putback. That's about all they had time for.
8-point game. And that'll do it for the first half. 38-30. The Anderson Suns have the lead going into halftime in this boys 18U gold ball game for Division III. We'll be right back after the half.
When it hurts, real time it. 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 When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back to the live stream here from Evangel University. So we are moments away from beginning the second half between the Columbus Hawks and Anderson Suns, both from Indiana. It's been a good game so far. 38-30 is the Suns' advantage. These two teams played one time in the regular season, and the Hawks were victorious in that one. So this could go either way yet at this point. Josh Jenkins here alongside Jeff Cannon for the second half.
Yeah, it looks initially like, yep, I think Columbus is switching to a man. I think that's the right move.
They work it into Emily. He had a big first half. McLeod.
Not switching. I think that's also good that they stick with their assignments and also avoid any pick and roll type situations.
Wide open is Cooper.
Yep.
No
but
good.
I think going to man, they can't get comfortable out there and get set. Looks like there is that ball actually rattled off of Columbus player, and so it will stay with Anderson. This would be the only thing. Yeah, good. Wow. That's usually that's the toughest part of playing man on those baseline inbounds. Is it's so easy to get picked so quickly for an easy short side layup, but it was well played there by Columbus. Got the turnover.
Farnsley finds an open spot in the corner. Just can't get that to drop.
And that was a good looking shot.
But Greenlee finds his way back in the paint. Now he needs help.
But Greenlee, he has such good awareness. He doesn't panic down low, even under pressure. Just spun and reset it, pulled it up top. Playing some good screen away movement to move this, what looks like now a man defense by Anderson as well. Or no, I think they're still in a matchup.
Yeah, it looks like
they're
they
still
went
in a
back to the
matchup.
zone there. Greenlee drives baseline. Look at that hang time.
Wow, that should have gone. And another offensive board and another three attempt. Wow, they had 4 different chances in that single possession to get points and come away with nothing, and that is disappointing because they were all really good looks and it was well coordinated there.
Now the Suns in a bit of a standstill, trying to work it into McLeod to get something going.
Good
back
deflection
out.
There. Yeah, I think Coach might be kicking himself for not going to man sooner, because this has been much more effective.
Bennett Long thought about pull-up 3 there.
Yeah, not to say that, Anderson's not going to get their points out of this, but I think it's definitely going to slow them down.
Jumper in the paint, way off the money
and
there.
You see McLeod doesn't have the same ability to dominate in the middle there either. That's so good. Really good by Greenlee there.
Fouled, so
Greenlee had a full head of steam, no fear. Smallest guy in the court, but he is playing just as big as all of them. That's what you want out of your point guard. Yep. A lot of speed and a lot of confidence, and just really firm and accurate with the ball. I've not seen him make a turnover yet this game. Beautiful rotation, but bangs off a little deep, bangs off the back of the rim.
He's had a little bit of free throw trouble in this game, even though he's got a beautiful shot.
Yep.
Emily with it on the wing, looking to work it in the paint.
Farnsley doing a good job on McLeod.
Little spin move.
Oh, good pump fake. Good pump fake.
Bennett Long, he was the leading scorer in the first half and picks right back up where he left off. Hawks swinging around the perimeter.
They're going to go to him after all. That was dangerous. I was a little surprised. I think McLeod was teasing him.
Greenlee spin move in the paint, and it's shot blocked by Emily.
Yep.
Now Long runs ahead, try and track down that pass.
What a hustle by Graves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to stay there, but Graves, he saved 2 points there, or at least delayed it.
That pass just a little bit out of reach. Otherwise, Suns would have had an open layup. And then the effort to get back, as you mentioned. So here we go. McLeod has it up top. Now Emily back to McLeod.
Yeah, I think Dukes is giving Emily a little too much credit there. I would be up and there you go, front him. There you go. Yes, I love the post ambush move there. So few posts, especially when they're in that kind of towards the elbow, think they're going to get that high pressure on a double team, but so that you can catch them by surprise and get a turnover.
Long in the drive,
Boy, great elevation, just didn't go. They're going to get another chance.
He'll shoot a three, no good.
Good box out there by 33 Perkins.
Yeah, the smaller
Beautiful
player. Boxing out is all about effort and positioning, not necessarily your height.
100%, if you do it right anyway.
Right. Farnsley with it. He's been scoreless since that first quarter where he hit 3 threes.
Yeah, they're keying on him, but there it is. Skip pass. 22 is too far out of position.
Oh, he gets his own rebound for the easy lay, and maybe that'll get him going.
Dukes set that block screen too high and too soon, and it allowed the defender to get around and defend against Farnsley's three. So heads up play for Farnsley to follow his shot.
Emily again, kind of mid-high post, working on his man. Needs help, swings it to the corner. Been a lower scoring start to the third quarter here than the first two.
Yeah, once they went to man defense, all of that barrage of three-pointers ended. And now twos and threes are harder to find. And I think what we're going to see is an offensive foul there on an illegal screen down low off an off ball. And the defensive adjustment by Columbus is exactly what the doctor ordered. And they have held the Anderson Suns to 2 points in just over 5 minutes. The only problem is they've only picked up one in terms of margin of their own. So they've got to convert offensive possessions. There's a chance. Oh, there's a break.
And here goes Bennett Long. He's got 4 yellow jerseys on him.
It's going to be a foul. Yeah.
What hustle and effort.
Yeah, the problem was it was uncoordinated, and you had 4 guys that all just converged on him. So, but I guess at least they're going to see if Long can make the free throws.
They're going to pin Isaiah Perkins with that foul.
I mean, none of these guys are in foul trouble, so it makes sense to put them on the line, make them earn it. You got to know who to foul late in the game anyway, so put kind of a little bit of a mini scouting report here to see who you're going to want on the line if it comes down to it. That one should have gone, but that was an unfriendly rim.
Would you say you like the Drury rims a little better? A little more friendly bounces, or no?
You know, come to think of it, you're right. I think Drury has been friendlier. So I've seen a lot of rattled threes, and it just seems like the back of the rim is a little harder here, maybe a little firmer.
A little newer.
Yeah. maybe haven't been dunked on as much.
Greenlee with it up top here.
Good.
Oh, good pass inside.
Good look. Oh, it looked like for a second it was going to go out the left side, but that was a nice friendly roll for Dukes.
Good for Dukes, his first bucket of the game.
We're going to let McLeod run it from the top, and he's going to dive. Really good defense there by Farnsley. He is not losing sight of McLeod, and yet he is still maintaining the presence inside. And it's interesting because he's one of your best scoring threats, but he's also the biggest guy, or at least the tallest guy on the Hawks team. So he has to do some double duty of guard on the offense side, 2 guard on the offense side, and center on the defensive side. And here's a wide open look.
Farnsley's 3, just can't get one to go.
That is tough. They pulled within 6. That would have pulled him within 3, and it was such a good look.
Now we've got a timeout here by this Anderson Suns.
I think this will be a resting timeout for them. Give them an opportunity to recharge their batteries a little bit. Only up 6. They need to have as much energy as possible, especially on the defensive front, to try and keep this game at least a few possessions up. Because, for Columbus, they have now buttoned up the defense, but if you don't convert on offense, it doesn't do you any good because you're starting behind the 8 ball here. You've got to pick up 2, maybe 3 possessions just to get tied. So they're going to have to really execute here, and honestly, they need Farnsley to get hot, not necessarily from the 3, but maybe to I think it's good when you start getting cold. I think he's missed his last 5 straight 3-point attempts. Is to now put Farnsley down in the slot, in the mid post. Let him feel that ball going in from maybe 4 or 6 feet. Let that ball find the net, and then that usually gets the rhythm going to where you see the 3-pointers start falling.
And the Hawks offense really is a two-headed monster with Greenlee and Farnsley. They're the 2 main drivers. So if they're not scoring, if they go cold, then it may be more of a famine for the Hawks offensively unless someone else can get it going.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because you'd like to see Dukes get more involved either in the slot or on the block, and maybe even if it's just to disrupt and draw some attention away to give Greenlee and Farnsley some open looks, but it might also get some scoring from a third person. I think the other 2 here are here for a lot of utility work and to play kind of support role. But I think if they could get Dukes involved, I think that would be a huge help for them.
Clark makes his move.
Oh, beautiful defense there.
Yeah, just lost control of the ball.
I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. Graves and Perkins can provide such good support here with those types of valuable plays that give your team more possessions. Not to say they can't do it offensively either. It's just that I know the focal point is on Farnsley and Greenlee. But yeah, there you see Dukes calling for it. I think they need to pay attention to him because he is finding some open spots. Oh, that was a great reverse pin there by Farnsley. They didn't see it. Here we go. Oh, that was a good look. And Greenlee down low to do work.
Perkins has had a couple good looks from 3 in this game, but his have just rattled around the rim and out.
We're winding down the 3rd here. Doesn't look like they're willing to hold for the last. So McLeod is kind of dancing on the top side. Oh, here's a drive.
Good ball movement for the open corner 3, just no good.
Beautiful.
Now another opportunity for the Hawks here.
Yeah.
20 seconds left.
Duke's doing good work down low. Here's another one by Perkins, and it's
there.
In.
Perkins gets it to go.
Well, like you said, they needed some scoring from somebody that was not named Greenlee and Farnsley, and Perkins delivered just like Uber Eats.
Cooper's shot no good at the buzzer, so a productive quarter there for Columbus to cut into that lead to make it a 3-point game as we head into the final 8 minutes of regulation. We will be right back after this timeout. Welcome back to the live stream here from Evangel University. As we begin the fourth quarter here, this boys 18U gold ball game in Class 3A.
And that late Perkins three-pointer should give these guys a little bit of a lift. Let's see if Farnsley can tie it.
He still can't buy a three since that first quarter.
It's a great hustle, isn't it?
Yep.
They're gonna keep this Columbus ball.
Now, we were talking at the break here that what was a high-scoring first half turned into really a slugfest in that third quarter. 3 points scored on Anderson's side, 8 on the Hawks side.
Another three by Perkins. Oh, in and out. But a good rebound by 21. Graves.
Farnsley with contact, can't get it.
Oh.
Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Anderson ball.
Yeah, Anderson's on their heels a little bit. Let's see if they make a defensive adjustment now, because with Columbus, this game completely changed when Columbus went to a man defense. And it'll be interesting to see if Anderson makes any defensive adjustments, having lost the third quarter by 5.
Couple guys posting in the paint on the high and the low there for the Suns. Interesting setup. Long up top.
Interesting. Anderson's scouting report has to go out the window because what they're used to has changed.
Oh, good paint passing to Emily. He just can't get it.
Couldn't finish, but he's going to get the next one and an one. And that is the last thing he needed. So I think that foul's, no, it's not. It's going to go on Dukes. Thought it was going to go on Farnsley there for a minute, but they're calling it on Dukes. And that was just a just good stick-to-itiveness there by Emily.
Now lead back up to 6 here with 7 to play in regulation. Greenlee looking to get something going here for the Hawks. Nice look to find Perkins in the corner.
Good fake. See if they swing it over. Nope, he's going to take it.
All the way in the paint, a little bit out of control on the layup.
Greenlee frustrated there. He just didn't get the spin that he needed on it to redirect that ball from underneath the basket.
And he had Farnsley open in that wing.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to kick that out to Farnsley, but he didn't. And this is working for them.
What a pass on the wheel cut.
Yeah, this is start. They knew they needed to figure something out, and this kind of three-headed monster between Long, Emily, and McLeod is making it very difficult because they're running a double cut off of a low post feed, and it is making it very difficult because Columbus doesn't have the size to match up with all three of them.
Good find down low. What a pass. It's Peyton Dukes.
And one.
That was a zipped pass in there and a strong move from Dukes.
Looks like it's going to go on Emily. And they needed that badly. Now that Anderson's made an offensive adjustment against that man, let's see what Columbus does. They are going to have to deal with this this double dive by Anderson. Ooh, McLeod goes up and over, but he came down hard on his ankle, and ref's going to call a timeout for safety. They're going to have him checked out. He winced on that, and I think they're going to have the. Now McLeod is electing to stay. I think the ref wanted to make sure he was okay because he came down awkward on that ankle.
So here we go. 6 minutes, 6-point game. Anderson trying to hold on to that lead they've held for quite a while now.
Here we go again.
Emily working on his man. Spin move. Oh, what a move for the left-handed lay-in.
That is just tough. I don't know why it took them an entire quarter to figure out how to beat the man defense, but what a beautiful drive by Greenlee.
He's got hang time.
So good.
That's, with him being a little bit shorter as a point guard, his hang time gives him the ability to score in the paint, to redirect his body and his shot around the big guys.
Here they go. They're going to feed it to Emily in the high elbow, and then it's going to be a cut or a feed down low.
Cooper takes the three. No.
Air ball. Yeah, that was the best. That was the best thing that Columbus could hope for there. That they didn't go down low to McLeod, and it was a good look for a three. It was wide open, but that's probably not the guy they want.
Greenlee kicks to Perkins in the corner. Oh, great offensive rebound by Farnsley. Oh, the unfriendly bounce. And a timeout taken here by Anderson.
And it's crazy that we've now seen success by Anderson against this man defense, and we've seen struggles by Farnsley in particular on the Columbus offense, and yet you look up and it's still the same margin. It's still 6 points, and so that's the good news for Columbus. The bad news is it's still 6 points, and they've got to figure out a way to close the gap here in the next 4 minutes. It is plenty of time, and 4 points, 2 possessions, or 6 points, 2 possessions. Not a big deal, but they can't afford to have any more of these either trading points or trading missed points. It's a net 0 right now, and they got to figure out a way to get a net positive.
You got to imagine at some point Farnsley is going to hit another 3 or 2. He's just too good of a shooter, and he's done a great job of crashing the offensive boards to try and get easy looks. Some of them just haven't dropped.
Yeah, I mean, I got to think it's not a conditioning issue. I'm guessing he's used to playing the whole game.
Yeah. Baseline drive.
There
good look
is.
into Emily, but he kicks it back out.
Really good recovery.
Oh, beautiful three-pointer from Bennett Long.
Yeah, that was something Columbus did not need, and Anderson is going to be happy about that. Here we go.
There's Farnley for 3 again. No, McLeod soaring through the sky for a rebound.
Boy, Emily was looking for that. He wanted it. McLeod thought better. Didn't want to risk the turnover.
And McLeod
wisely stepping this back. They can chew some clock here with the advantage of a 9-point lead, but at a steal.
Farnsley, he's going to go coast to coast here.
And one. And Greenlee right there to follow it. Great trailer there. Yeah.
So it's going to be no basket, foul on against Farnsley, and he will shoot 2 free throws.
I think the foul is probably going to go on Bennett Long, but I'm not sure.
Hits the first. That often can help a shooter, is seeing that free throw go in. And knocks them both down. Much needed for Farnsley.
Here we are back to 6. the magic gap that's been there since pretty much shortly after halftime.
Oh, Clark Emily gets by his defender.
Yeah, that's such a lazy defensive play there.
Yeah.
I just hate that. I had players that they'd get beat all the time and they'd think it was clever to back kick that, but most of the time it doesn't work, and several times you're going to get a foul called for it. I'll tell you what, as undersized as Columbus is on some of these bigs, they're doing a great job defending them and hassling them. Farnsley, great footwork there by Farnsley. He is doing a lot of work on McLeod. That's why we haven't heard his name much. Oh, and look at this, a steal right there by Dukes.
So here's Greenlee the other way. Good pass inside. Maybe could have gone up with him himself, but
and a missed layup by Farnsley. He just can't seem to find the basket, even when he's right next to it. Greenlee a little frustrated here. He's almost fouled twice. Yeah, and I think
double dribble.
Wow.
Was
Boy, I thought we were so close to seeing a hand check foul. There was so much action down there, but the opposite occurred. They lost track of where they were, and they were so flustered. Picked the dribble up and put it back down.
See if the Hawks can take advantage on this possession.
Swing to Farnsley. He's got to try again. And it
goes!
And just like that, the cut has been to 4, and that is, we have not seen the 4-point margin since early in this fourth quarter, and this is the right time with 3 minutes left to play. This gives them a lot more breathing room and can open up more things for them rather than having to start thinking about when they're going to just shoot threes and maybe to get into foul trouble. With what did I say, 3 minutes left? They went to the shot. They went to the. Oh, there it is. Over. No. Yeah, I think it's 3 minutes left. If the foul counts are correct, Hawks have 1 this quarter and the Suns have 2. Is that correct?
Yeah, there has not been much fouling in this game really at all.
So the Hawks will probably have to start thinking about being a little bit more aggressive and being okay with taking those fouls. So we might see some new personnel. Well, no one's in foul trouble, though, right?
No one's in foul trouble.
So they'll probably keep that personnel in there.
Dukes is the only guy with 3 fouls.
Okay, so Dukes, we might see a sub for Dukes because I would expect they're going to go to a press here because they need fouls so that when they want to go to the bonus, it's there immediately. I would expect some type of either a press or high pressure before at the half-court level so that they can be a little more aggressive for the steal, and if not the steal, to potentially get the foul and be okay with it. Yep, they're going to go to a man press. And I think they're going to try and be aggressive here. Yep, we're going to see the body there of Greenlee.
Oh, and Cooper finds an open lane, stops his dribble.
Fumbled the pass, but good for Emily to go get it.
McLeod with it.
Yeah, they got to get up. They have got to get up and attack.
Played him close.
They did.
That ball.
Really good. They got to stay there.
Oh, is that?
See, okay. I think Farnsley actually was trying to foul him there. Now they're going to get him.
And that one's going to be on Isaiah Perkins.
Yeah, unfortunately, that chewed up 40 seconds. So that everything about that possession favored the Suns. Now, with only 2 fouls, they're going to have to get even quicker. But now they're right next to the basket, so they can't afford a foul here because they could get them in shooting motion. But there it is. I don't like – see, if I was the coach here, knowing that this is what I'm going to, I would be doing some wholesale substitutions to get my star players out until the foul comes and then put them right back in. And I think he's doing that with – yeah, he's going to do that with 1. Yeah.
So it'll be Eli Foreman who –
wait a minute, he's trying to get the sub. Okay, there he goes.
There he goes.
He's got to take Farnsley out, I would think.
It's going to be for Perkins, actually.
I would pull Farnsley here.
Perkins got his 3rd foul there. Farnsley only has the 1.
Oh, okay.
So
then they're leaving him in for height, yeah. Because they're going to foul him.
Greenlee's up tight on the ball handler, and another foul. That was going to be on number 4, who grabbed Bennett.
That's the one that just subbed in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was there strictly to foul. And
mission accomplished.
Yeah, so the next one puts them at the line. Yeah, it's not – I don't believe it's yet unless the foul count is incorrect, but I think they've got 1 more. Yep. So we're gonna see a Foreman in for at least 1 more possession, and probably will be charged with drawing that last foul. Then we'll see Perkins come back in.
So here we go. Suns out of bounds play here on their right in front of their bench. See how quickly it takes.
Oh, almost got it. Oh, that may be out. Yeah, it is.
Turns the ball over.
Fantastic. Now, yeah, Perkins will come back in, and Foreman did his job.
And they only had to expend 1 foul to do it.
That's exactly right. And they're now exactly where they need to be with the ball, and the next one puts them, stops the clock and puts them at the line so they can trade 2 for 3s if they have to. But I think it's all going to come down to whether or not Farnsley can find his hot spot. And so far, he has not. He likes that left corner, but he's missed every shot from there this half. They got to move.
Greenlee in the right corner, looking for something here. He's going to dribble and kick.
Perkins for 3.
Oh,
deep. They're going to keep it with the Hawks, and I think that was just a matter of the length. The length of Rieger was just too much, and so he was the last one to touch it. Longer wingspan than Perkins.
So here we go, Hawks with another chance. Greenlee splits the defenders.
They're going to get a foul here. Now,
kick ball is...
Oh, was it a kick? I'm sorry. Yeah, on the Anderson side, they only have 2 fouls. Now, they're not looking to need that yet, but if for some reason Columbus does take the lead, they're going to want to be there as quickly as possible as well.
So here's Greenlee again, working his way in the paint. Able to, what a great move.
What a magical shot, and Columbus will take a timeout. Now they are only 2 points down. There's still a minute and a half. So I think what's going to happen is he's going to say, look, yep. And with Foreman coming back in, as he's just checked in, I think the message is still going to be, we need to be aggressive. But they might give him a little bit more leash here. With 55 seconds and a 2-point game, they have a little bit of a luxury here they can kind of just gauge what Anderson's going to do. If Anderson sits back and decides to play a stretch offense and space the floor and is comfortable playing this out for no shot or only a wide open shot, I would expect to see Foreman go to foul quickly. I think they're talking about who they want to foul in terms of the personnel. Meanwhile, Anderson is going to put in their 5 best free throw shooters, which is probably going to be all guards. Don't know what McLeod and Emily's free throw shooting percentage is, but if this is where I would sacrifice height for free throw percentage, because knowing that if they hold back, they're going to get fouled immediately.
All right, so here we go. 1:35, 2-point game. This one again is for the gold ball in this Division III.
Interesting, they have Foreman back. They're going to see if they can get something off of the press here. And now, he tried to foul Emily. Now he will. Perkins is mad or Dukes is mad, I'm sorry, but and he rightfully so, because that really shouldn't have been his assignment. That should have been Foreman's assignment.
Yeah, and that's Duke's 4th foul.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there, but Foreman had no business being on the other side of the timeline and having Dukes up above it. That was Foreman's responsibility to get that foul. And, yeah.
Odd to see that out of a timeout as well.
100%. It is, that was just a mental mistake.
Emily gets the first free throw down to make it a 3-point game once again. And we've got Perkins back in for the Hawks, so Foreman goes back to the bench here as the Hawks should get the possession next.
Yep.
This is the second.
So now a three-pointer, a minute and a half. You don't need the three-pointer, but Perkins is going to shoot it. And
and it gets it to go. Says, hold on.
Sorry, Dukes. And Dukes is, what is he doing? Dukes cannot foul. Got to have somebody else foul. Oh, they're tied. Nobody needs to foul.
It's crazy in here.
Dukes didn't know that either. He was trying to foul on purpose. And now Greenlee they can. That was on purpose. I'm sorry. Oh, no, they can't. Sorry. I'm thinking the opposite, because Anderson's the one that now needs to think about fouling intentionally if they get behind. But now they may have said to foul 25, because you notice before he went 1 for 2, and they don't want Anderson to hold the ball for the last shot. So this now, if he can just hold him, and he did. So now the best he's going to make is 1 out of 2. Now Columbus has a lot of options here, and the worst thing you could do if you're Columbus now is shoot a 3. And now what we were saying before is going to come into play. Anderson's now going to have to start looking at fouling if Columbus can convert here.
So here we go. It's Greenlee with it up top, goes opposite the screen.
Here it goes.
Dangerous pass there, but they're all right.
We do not want a 3 here for Columbus. We really want Greenlee to do exactly. He turns the ball over. They're going to have to foul. They're going to have to foul immediately. There they do.
And there you go. Greenlee fouls with 43 seconds left.
Yeah, that was just one of the. I believe that might be the very first turnover we've seen from Greenlee, and it was one of the few times he went in without a plan. And he has been so good at driving the lane with a very specific plan of what he was going to do when he got clogged. And that time, very uncharacteristically, he panicked. And then he just lost control of the ball, because he was going to make the right pass, but it just slipped out of his hands, and it made for an easy turnover by Anderson. And what a terrible time to have your first turnover of the game. Now still down 1, but lots of time. 49 seconds. They still have lots of time, and with only a 1-point lead, even if they make both of these free throws, you're still in play. The only difference is now you got to have that 3, because you're now out of time to be able to play the 2-point game. Now, if he only makes 1, I definitely go for the tie here. So we'll get to see what kind of free throw shooter Emily is. I think he's going to be better than what we saw out of Long.
Emily has made 3 free throws in this game, though he's also missed a couple.
So interesting, the difference now with the 2 free throw bonus. Yeah, missing the first is, assuming he makes this one, which I would say is a pretty good chance he will. we're probably going to see a timeout as soon as Columbus crosses the timeline, so they can draw something up here. They do not want to make a mistake here. Oh, they're gonna let Greenlee go.
It's Perkins on the left wing. They swing it around back to Greenlee.
Yep, got it.
Oh, he slips. He just slipped.
No.
Oh, no.
That was just condensation on the floor.
And now it's Bennett Long with the lay-in. Oh, my.
And
what a
foul.
turn of events.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. There is clearly moisture on the court there, and it got Greenlee on the drive. That is like a gremlin on the court right there. Just so unfortunate. What I don't understand is why the coach isn't out there
I'd be
cleaning up that area,
because
because
shoes on this thing.
that is clearly
just tough. I mean, he was untouched. There was no contact. It was just a pure slip.
There was no question he was going to make that too.
He had just a hard cut there and lost the footing. So this is a huge swing right here.
That is a crazy play. Just an absolute, literally, like squirrel on the ground at the Super Bowl kind of a thing, you know?
Oh, and they give up the offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Wow.
So they have to foul Emily here.
A 2-point game, and now it's a 4-point game with 2 more free throws coming by Emily. And you're looking at potentially a 5 to 6 point deficit with only 22 seconds. And when literally 6 seconds ago, Greenlee was about to tie the game. And the place is stunned. I mean, it is quiet in here. I think the Anderson crowd feels a little bit bad for how that went. And the Columbus crowd is like in disbelief, just like we are.
Yeah. It's one of just nothing you can do about that.
As long as Greenlee lives, he'll be a grandpa, and he's going to remember that play. And it's just a heartbreaker to see that be how this game ends.
So here's Greenlee again. Time is ticking away. Perkins got to put up the deep three from the logo. It's going to be short.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
That's going to be ball game.
And Emily is fouled. And, that is just about going to do it.
That is a heartbreaker.
What a turn.
I mean, it's still a great, nothing to take away from Anderson's win. That was it's a great win, but you just feel terrible for Columbus, who mounted a spectacular comeback. They played it playbook perfectly in terms of how the coach managed those last 2 minutes of the game, and for them to come up short on what looked like it was going to be a thrilling finish with potentially even going to overtime. Instead, we're seeing free throws to close it out and wrap this thing up for a goal ball for the Anderson Suns.
Emily with 22 points on the night. He was huge for the Suns in what's going to be their gold ball victory. So congratulations. Final score, 58-52. Exuberation on the court. The Anderson Suns defeat the Hawks, who beat them in the regular season. How sweet it is to get postseason revenge at Nationals. Well, stick around. There's much more basketball left this evening.